Yep.
And I'm not a real fighter. I brought in all these belts from my celebrity boxing matches, but they just mean I'm fighting a guy from the Brady Bunch that has no idea what
That's almost better, though. You get
oh,
the
it's
punch.
fun as hell. There's just no danger involved. It's a pretty good time out. But then I realized that you might get the mistaken idea that I can actually fight. So please don't get that, because that might be bad, okay? If I make a couple of sharp jokes, don't think, well, he's got all these belts. I think I'll just knock this bastard
There's a couple celebrities I wouldn't mind punching. I think that's cool. That's always better.
You know what my first one was? It was Donny Osmond. I could not tell you how much fun punching Donny Osmond in the face. It was like a fantasy. It was almost like right up there with a sex dream, where like some hot chick like Bo Derek's running down the beach on from 10, or punching Donny Osmond straight in the face. Both of equal value to me. They say, usually if I break a bone, it's my own, but if I break somebody else's, it's like with a bat. But they say, done properly, it usually takes less than 13 ounces of pressure to break a bone.
Yeah.
You just have to be on the best day, and God has to be with you, and it's got to be just tweaked in the right direction.
Some of it works. We had like 300-pound men on top of us.
There are arm bars. There are things, like the biggest man in this room could put me in a full-on headlock, and I could take him off with this finger. But that's the one cool move I know. The rest is swinging like a ridiculous gorilla and hoping the other guy doesn't like it much.
Right.
But arm bars and things like that are really amazing. Would you say in a UFC fight, the big puncher or the better grappler wins? If you have to split them up, because nowadays everybody's getting good at everything.
I'd say the grappler many times, because even you look at a professional boxing match, how many times the referee needs to come in and separate the two guys. They always end up in a grappling situation. So probably grapple. But nowadays the fighters in the UFC are so well rounded; they just know it all. So you got to be on top of your game. You got to know it all. Definitely.
Let me tell everybody where you can see this. By the way, it's a UFC 101. BJ the Prodigy Penn lightweight champion versus our new friend Ken Florian. Also Anderson the Spider Silva, who will be fighting middleweight champion Forrest Griffin. This should be really good. It is August 8th, 2009. Thanks for giving me the year. It's August 8th at the Wachovia Center, and here's a couple different ways to get tickets. I believe starting May 23rd, you can get tickets at ComcastTix.com, but you can also go to UFC.com for the pre-sale tickets. On sale to the public Saturday, May 23rd at 10 a.m. But just go to, for now, I would just suggest the UFC.com for the pre-sale ticket information. And by the way, can you help me distinguish? The UFC is a sanctioning party, or whatever the word I'm looking for, of the UFC. UFC's like the umbrella, is that right?
Yeah, UFC's kind of like it'd be the NFL of football. So it's the Premier League for mixed martial arts. There's other mixed martial arts leagues, but UFC really is the Premier League. If you want to fight mixed martial arts at its highest level, you want to be fighting in UFC.
Because in boxing there's the WBO, there's the how many? Guys will walk into the ring with 87 belts. You need to get the high school band just to carry all your belts because of all the different federations. With mixed martial arts, I don't even know the names of any now that I think about the UFC. And I actually thought the UFC was MMA. Right. I didn't realize, mixed martial arts, I knew that's what it meant, but I thought it only happened at the UFC. And at every gym I've seen that teaches mixed martial arts, it says UFC everywhere.
Right.
They're almost synonymous.
It's the biggest name. It's kind of like Kleenex, It's the biggest name in mixed martial arts, no doubt about it.
But speaking of another big name is Joe Rogan, who's heavily involved, obviously. Did you ever do MMA with Joe Rogan or no? Oh, you did?
I'm just at the gym.
Gotcha.
You know what's really cool? Watch this. I would kick Joe Rogan's ass in about 8 seconds.
I wouldn't say that.
I would, because they've offered us hundreds of thousands of dollars to do it, and he won't do it.
Joe won't do it?
No, Joe won't do it. And in real life, he'd kill me.
Yeah, right. Well,
Joe's
I'm sorry.
bigger, stronger, and better. I know he would. I know him really well. But the fact is, he's a real fighter. He is got about $20 million. He's had a series on television since news radio, back since Andy Dick wasn't a dick. That's how long he's been on TV. But he'd beat me, no problem. He doesn't need the money and doesn't want to.
Right.
But also, do you remember some guy wanted to fight me and they asked Joe Rogan if it was a good idea? And the guy was much bigger than me. Do you remember Joe Rogan's answer?
Yeah, Danny Bonaduce will kill you.
I think he said Danny Bonaduce will kill you, then eat you. Yeah, I think is what he said. So the crazy reputation doesn't always hurt.
Kenny Florian here in the studio. You're going to be taking shots from him? Is that the
I'm
plan?
going to shoot one or two. I'm not going to just stand there like an idiot, but I'm going to shoot one or two.
All right.
But then he's going to be Kenny Florian, and I'm going to be laying down.
Oh, God!
Kenny! Oh, he's answering the phone, but Kenny just landed a body shot. That's right in the forehead. Oh, he still got the heads up.
Oh, God, you see that shot?
Oh, wow, he hit him right underneath the arm.
Danny's getting a beating.
Oh, and down goes Danny.
Man.
And down goes Danny. Oh,
wow,
and they high five and celebrate. Wow,
you took a
dude, your forehead is already. He cut you right in the forehead at one point.
I have 18-ounce gloves on. He shouldn't have been able to touch my face at all. How'd he hit me in the nose?
Wow.
Did anybody get the name of that? Wow, I don't even get the joke right. It's supposed to be license plate of that truck, not the name of it.
Yeah, the name of it's Kenny Florian.
Yeah, the name is Kenny Florian.
What do you fight at 155?
155, yeah.
You hit like a freight train, man. Who do we have that's stupid enough to bet against him in this fight? Because I'll put up 10 G's right now.
Not me, man.
Danny's a tough guy, man. He took some shots to the body, the head.
The body shot.
I'm telling you, that is a skill.
That body shot was, I was going, hey, can I just fall down then? But he started hitting me in the head. I guess he wants me to still stand. I'm trying. And then, what did you knock me down with? Or did I just
I think it was like a right hook. I went to the body, then went upstairs right after it.
Because I was thinking at the body shot, I've had enough of this. And then the hook came in, and I went, here's a good option. I'm going to sleep. Kenny Florian, an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Maybe he hasn't established himself, but he's pretty well known. I tell you what,
everybody likes a good BJ.
Yeah.
Oh! You're fighting champion, right?
Yes.
But none of us, and we're both, Shia and I are both big fans, have never heard of him. I know nothing against the guy.
Right.
How come we both, when my producer, Metro, asked me, hey, do you want Kenny Florian on the show? No questions asked. I just said, yeah, absolutely, of course I do. If he'd have said, how about BJ the Prodigy? I said, what does he do, math?
He got me into watching it, and I trained a little bit. More of like self-defense, though.
Yep.
So it was more of like how to teach women.
Mixed martial arts, self-defense. It's called a can of mace, baby.
No, they do.
That, to me, is one of the most hilarious things ever.
In order to be a legend, you got to beat a legend, so... let's do it, man.
No, why wouldn't you beat up Johnny Cash? He's a legend. How hard can it be? He's dead. Oh! I wanted to go to Matt on 6. Has a very interesting question. And the reason I have to tell people is because I'm already wearing boxing gloves. And Kenny, the professional fighter who's supposed to have been hit in the head a million times, is the one that had to tell me, you won't be able to answer those phones at boxing gloves. Thanks. Okay, apparently one of us is brain damaged. It's not the fighter.
Hey, actually 2 questions. One, Kenny, do you ever get mistaken as Ben Stiller?
It's funny.
Oh, my God.
I get that a lot. Everyone always makes that comment, yeah.
Now, it's funny. Nobody that knows Ben would ever make that mistake. Would you like to hear Ben's reaction to, hey, want to fight? Oh, my God, no. Hi, I got to go do a comedy. I'm pretty sure that Owen Wilson's at my house. I have to go now. Bye. That's a quick impression of Ben Stiller. Thank you very much.
That, to me, is one of the most hilarious things ever.
Who the hell knew Kiefer Sutherland knew how to fight? Yeah. Hey, I'd like to ask you a question. Wham! Oh, wow. Okay there, Kiefer. It's cool. Plus, he's named after a yogurt drink. Who expected a guy named Kiefer to be tough?